I'm up. I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
74.
The first carry for Josh Adams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another gigantic game in Week 4 for Kamara. He had 181 all-purpose yards, 3 more touchdowns. Kamara, he leads the league in yards from scrimmage, so I'll ask my resident volunteer here. Could you possibly have seen him becoming a monster like this?
I think it's always easy to say yes after the fact, but we did know before the fact that he had this all-purpose capability, that you could throw it to him. Obviously, he could run it. I did think he could run it better inside than maybe people gave him credit for, and he did that against the Giants, ran for 134 yards. So you could see all those things coming together. But to absolutely say we would see him at this level this fast, I'm not sure anyone can unequivocally state that.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
4 down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, Adams. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
On first down, Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing his Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he coughed it up, and the Eagles have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Adams. They find some open field here. Down to about the 22 here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. To throw, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved that they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2.
14. Side 2. Ready.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Breeze now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Breeze now to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, Adams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. They'll run on first down. Adams. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Wentz going to throw. Being chased out left. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll run it here with Adams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 17 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Watson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Easy.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Breeze now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Breeze will try again on second down. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break up much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 and a first down. Again, it's Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Breeze going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Come on.
Now Wentz on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 43 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Buying time to his left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On second down now, Adams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, Adams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Able to fight through one tackle.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. A 23-yard run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play. Now Wentz. Oh, he bowls over it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Again, here's Adams. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive. Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run on first down. Adams, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Wentz to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perkins. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Adams, 24 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage. And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again. And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right? Smart quarterback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 45 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Wins to throw again. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. To throw is Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Room here to run. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting through pressure. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Come on now, let's go. Great. There we go, back man. 120.
On play action, Wentz. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Black, come on. 82.
Now Wentz. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on? How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Wentz, got to have this one. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit, because I will leave openings, right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after him, hoping to make.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Get set.
Shotgun now for Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Empty.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Demario Davis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Great.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Bree's going to throw here. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
82, 82.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Breeze is looking to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a total